Hey guys, how y'all doing? So today's February 15th and I have a drone job I need to get done. It's just a small real estate job. I thought, you know what? Why not take y'all with me? So it's not that far away. I think we're about, I don't know, like 21 minutes away. Luckily it's 17 miles from me. So it's not a big deal. It's a gas station. Personally, I think they're selling it, but he just wants cardinal shots, basically ground level, aerial shots, 4 different levels: ground level, 100 feet, 250 feet, and 400 feet with the horizon showing. If most of you are doing Part 107 work with third-party companies, they always want the horizon to show. They don't want you looking straight down because they want to look out, see what's around the property. So, and one good thing, when you take those shots, make sure that you're at 400 feet or 350 feet or whatever. You have to scoot back, because if not, the subject will be way down below you. So I'm trying to get out here. The wind's about 15 miles an hour. It is going to die down. For jobs like this, I use my Air 3. It does great in wind. Previously, a long time ago, a couple years ago, I think, I had the Mini 4 Pro when I first started out. The Mini 4 Pro is a great camera for just, to me, hobbyists and I guess kids. You can go the Mini 4K, really. If you want something like that, it doesn't have all the pro features, which I really didn't use a lot of the pro features. Anyway, what I'm saying is that those Mini 4 Pro drones are really nice, but when you have winds like 15 miles an hour and stuff like that, they fly, but they really struggle. You can get good shots still, but sometimes your shots may be a little blurred if the wind's too strong, because it's having to go back and forth, the drone. So anyway, like I said, the Air 3 is a great. It has heavy. So in my opinion, if you're on the fence between the Mini 4 Pro and the Air 3 or Air 3S, get the Air 3 series. You're going to be so much more happy with it. It's faster. It's bigger. It is bigger. And I'm not worried about the weight. Part 107, I have to register all my drones, so it really don't matter to me at all. But some people may not want to have to do that, so maybe that's why they go with the mini drone. I know when you're traveling maybe overseas, the mini drone is better. I don't, and I haven't yet taken my drones overseas or anything like that. The reason why, I know the laws in Mexico and stuff like that are kind of, I don't know, to me they're kind of strict. And if someone takes your drone up, then you're kind of like, okay, like on a cruise, you can't take a drone. They did that because I guess people were flying them like crazy on the cruise and probably flying them in Mexico. And then what would happen? The federales would probably take it, and you're only on their land for like 4 hours, so you don't get your drone back. And so it just, to me, it's not worth it. So, but when I travel, like to Kentucky or go to Arizona coming up or something like that, yeah, or Utah, I definitely will bring my drone. I definitely will. So. But anyway, this is going to be a quick route. It will probably take me, once I get on site, maybe 30 minutes to get the shots I need to get. Like I said, I always like to get more because I don't want to have to go out there twice. It is a cloudy day, but the client knows that, and either I can do it or they said they will do it, brighten up the pictures and post. I'll turn the camera around. You can kind of see what kind of day we're working with here. You can see right there. Like I say, it's kind of cloudy today. I really like that suction cup on the dash. I really, really do. It makes it so much easier when you're driving. So anyway, I won't bore you with a long intro. I know that was kind of a long intro. This will be a quick video most likely. It's just screenshots, and I got to check to see what format they want. One thing I forgot to do that. Didn't forget, but I usually do it. A lot of times they like RAW. I may just change the setting and put it to both. But if they didn't say what they wanted, I'll just do normal RGB shots. Won't do RAW, and let the camera just put on auto. Let's do a thing and go from there. So I'll check that when I get there. Looks like we're about 13 miles away, so I'll get back with you guys. All right, hold on. All right, guys, we're here, and I'll show the property line what I'm at, taking a picture of. It's kind of different. I was expecting just this, but there's a building right here. I guess they want the holding and compass, which is not that big a deal. They do want the images in RAW, which is great. 15 photos each level. And so we're gonna do, so I can see it, 15 photos of street level, 15 photos all the way around again, between 50 and 75 feet, and then 15 photos at 150 to 200, and then 15 to 400. So once I get above the first two levels, I can probably run it from in my truck from then, and it'll be fine. So I am gonna go inside though, let them know that if they see me taking pictures, it's just been hired to take pictures of this property, so they don't freak out. Not a lot of times, they don't ever freak out anyway. They just probably like, usually they're like, oh, okay, I don't care. Because usually you're talking to someone that it just works there. So, and most likely what they're doing, I bet they're selling it because there's a Burger King here. But again, I'll have to see what I can get. But we'll get it. Anyway, I'll take it with me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my little thing on before so I can be official. So they're not like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go that. I'll probably put the camera inside my jacket when I go in there. I don't want them to think I'm recording them. So, let me go tell them real quick. Hold on. You can still hear me, but I had the camera hidden. I don't want them to be like, oh, why is he recording me? Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Just want to let you know, I'll be taking pictures of the property with, I've been hired to take pictures of this property right here.
Okay.
So you see me out there and you're like, oh, what's he doing?
Okay.
So anyway,
All right, thank you.
no problem. And we're gonna do street level. So what I'm gonna do is street level. I'm gonna walk behind it and take pictures of the road, down the road, just so they have enough. Again, like I said plenty of times, I always like to get more. I mean, I really believe in letting people know. I think it's always better to let people know what you're doing, so they're not like trying to call the cops on you, and you go that route. But we'll get this up in the air. 1 second here. You can see this property here. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over there, that road right there, take a picture, and they want that building right there taken, so I'm gonna go where that creek's at. So I'm probably gonna walk over there and take the street levels first. We're gonna go walk over here real quick. I want to go down here first for, I'm gonna have him go in front of me. Give me a second here. All right. I'll back it up a little bit. We're at street level, so this is going to be street level right here. Let me go over there. I don't want that pole in front of me. All right. You got one. I think I'm going to do, so I don't lose count, I'm going to take all the ground ones first. Let's just do that. It'll be easier. let's get this all packed up and I'll close it up and we'll be done. Quick little gig there. I like that it's close to the house. A job like this, you know, they're not gonna pay a whole bunch. Like I said, 200 or so. I didn't bring my battery with me. I knew I wouldn't need it. I got 3 batteries, but I went through what, 1.5 battery, so. All right, guys. That was a simple little thing. Took about 30, 40 minutes, I guess, on site. But yeah, not bad at all. I know I said it before. When I do a job like this, it don't matter if it's thermal or whatever. When I pack up, I'm always got a fear of like, oh, I'm gonna leave something behind. always, I'll zip everything up. I don't know if y'all do this or not, but I'll close my case or zip my backpack up. And when I do that, I'll unzip it again to make sure everything is there. I mean, golly. And the reason I can tell you why I do that. I do that because I was flying my FPV one time when I first started doing FPV. I went ahead and packed everything up. And because I think it was not my truck, you know, just like when you go fly FPV, whatever, or do anything, you put your stuff in certain areas. Well, it was her car, so a car is different than mine. I was packing everything up, had the RC3 controller, put it on top of her car, packing everything up. And you know, by me saying that, you know exactly what happened. So I then basically got in the car, drove off, got down about 3 blocks away, turned a corner, and I heard something go doom doom. At that point, I was like, what was that? Not thinking that was the controller sliding off the stupid car, hitting the back of the trunk, and then laying on the concrete in the middle of the road. I drive about maybe a couple miles away, park, come to fly another spot. I open my backpack, and I like a light bulb. I was like, where's my controller? I'm looking, I thought, oh my gosh, that's what that sound was. I said, come on, I had my daughter with me. I said, come on. She jumped in the car, we jumped in the car, I sped back over there, and I knew where it flew at, I knew where it landed at kind of, because I remember me hearing it, and I live right around that area. So I looked and I parked in the street, basically blocking cars, because I saw it. I looked around, I saw it in the middle of the street. So I parked, and then I ran up to it. This car was kind of think I was crazy because I parked in the middle of the street. I didn't want cars going around. I didn't want cars going and running over it. I get up to it, and I see a car has already hit it. And I'm just like, golly. And I'll take some pictures of it. It's been over, I don't know, maybe 7 months though now, since this happened, maybe longer. But anyway, it still works. The cracks there, I can't really feel the crack in there. It's the bottom half that's cracked, where there's no electronics or anything. But yeah, I've used it probably about 9 months now without any issue. And when I'm holding it, I don't even know it's cracked. You know, I know it's cracked, but it doesn't do anything. So anyway, guys, that was a quick drone job. Something simple. Can't pass that up. I knew I had time today. Yesterday it rained all day, so I couldn't do it yesterday. But hey, if you like this kind of content, guys, please subscribe. And thanks so much for clicking on the video. My channel's growing almost to 900. So come on, guys, click a few more. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you later. All right, bye.